We are here today with Dr. Stratis Karantanellis, a Cal State Fullerton instructor teaching a new course at the Desert Studies Centers.
My name is Stratis Karantanellis and I came to the California State University Fullerton this summer. I'm teaching engineering geology and remote sensing and geohazards, and I'm really excited to present this course on 3D close-range sensing on arid environments.
What motivated you to design a hands-on short course focused on close-range sensing in arid environments?
As an engineering geologist, my background has always been out to the field. So I felt like fieldwork out there is what gives the passion to the students and to the people in order to learn. So I designed this course also considering that Mojave Desert is the ideal environment in order to couple the natural processes, the environmental impact, but also the overlap that they have with natural hazards. So using innovative technology in order to solve problems that we face in our everyday life is very key on what we want to do here.
What makes this short course a unique opportunity for students and professionals interested in geoscience?
So you rarely find a crash course that combines fieldwork, learning outcomes, and presentation at the same time. Usually most of the courses that are offered are focused either on fieldwork or on lab assignments. So what we're trying here to do is we're starting with data collection and theory, and we're reaching the end, which is the practical application, but also presenting the results in a way that the students and the people that are going to participate there, they're going to learn what they need in order to be competitive to their lives after that.
What excites you most about teaching this course?
To be honest, I've been a teacher and professor because I really love seeing my students saying the word aha. And when I say aha, I mean when they realize that those complex solutions, and right now we're talking about remote sensing tools, that in some people they hear that it's very complex, but actually they're going to realize that those tools are very easy to use, but at the same time the results that they can be provide are very useful for their lives. The desert itself provides a unique environment that students and participants can understand the meaning of being out and going from the theory to the practice. So a collaborative work, a teamwork actually would provide the best results going from the models and the input to the actual 3D models.
What can participants expect to walk away with after 3 immersive days at the Desert Studies Center?
The goal is that participants will not live only with technical skills. And technical skills, I mean how to use drones, how they can pilot drones, how they can use equipment that it's called LiDAR and see underneath of the canopy that exists and adverse new items. They also learn some soft skills that they are very, very critical for their own lives and how they can cope with the items that are going to face in the future.
What kind of soft skills are they going to learn that will help them in the future, their lives?
We're talking about critical thinking, we're talking about teamwork, and also skills that they can use in their everyday life.
Explain to me, what is LiDAR?
LiDAR stands for light detection and ranging, and we're talking about an equipment that can measure distances and can reveal information where actual photography or imagery is not able, because we're talking about an active sensor and we're talking about things that we can see like under canopy or things that they are occluded through the light.
In geoscience, when you use LiDAR, what are you using it for to detect or to find?
Usually we use LiDAR when we have occluded areas. In my case, as an engineering geologist, and because I'm working a lot with landslides and I want to measure and I want to represent those slopes, most of the times are very steep. So once we have something very steep, we're trying to provide active energy, and in this case it's the light transmission, in order to reveal what is covered under the occluded areas.
How do drones and LiDAR transform the way we study and visualize landscapes?
Drones and LiDAR are included in the wider category of remote sensing, and more specific to the close range remote sensing. Drones today are easily to be purchased even from students and even from professionals. At the same time, you can reach areas and you can represent areas in 3D environments by using those drones. At the same time, LiDAR, which is a more expensive tool, and it's more expensive because we're talking about active sensing, it's used in order to represent those occluded areas that they're not under the light. So a combination of those tools are providing innovative solutions and representations of things that we're not able to see with our naked eye.
And what kind of items are you looking for under the ground by using these tools?
So we're looking for patterns and we're looking for specific signatures of land surface movements or specific features that can reveal indirectly information that we can use in order to quantify those natural processes and those environmental surface impacts that can have.
How does working as part of a field team elevate the learning experience?
So fieldwork is rarely a solo adventure. Working in a team usually brings the best out of everyone. And when I'm saying that, when you're working in a collaborative way, you're adapting to the local conditions, but at the same time, you're increasing your own skills on the teamwork effort. And in the end, the result is always better than being just yourself in that.
How many individuals will we see on a field team typically?
Usually we're creating smaller teams that they're working on specific tasks, and by combining those tasks, we're creating a bigger project. So the bigger project starts from data collection and we're adding up to the interpretation of the results and the visualization. So from theory, we're going up to the fieldwork and we're ending up presenting our results.
And of all the different teams that are working collaboratively, what are some of the different tasks that each team is conducting?
Some teams are going to collect some samples that we're going to validate our data. Some other teams are going to use a drone in order to fly the drone and collect the imagery, the overlap imagery, in order to create the 3D models. At the same time, there's going to be another team that is going to collect data sets with the LiDAR sensor. And in the end, what we're going to do is we're going to create the 3D models, analyze our results, and interpret the results in order to visualize the outcome.
What types of real-world applications, academic, governmental, or private sector, does this course prepare participants for?
When we're talking about the industry, there is a huge demand for people that they are able to use those tools, those innovative solutions, in order to provide the results in a better format. We're talking about people that they're working in civil engineering firms. We're talking about consulting firms, but there are also people that they're working on as individuals. So we're talking about tools that they're cost effective, but at the same time, they can provide you with really immersive solutions to their problems.
You mentioned about the industries that this program would be great for. Tell me a little bit about careers and how participants can benefit from this program moving forward with their career path.
This course is ideal for everyone that has any overlap with our natural landscape. We can start talking about people that are collecting data and they want to visualize the results in a better way. That's where drones and LiDAR can stand for. At the same time, there are GIS experts and consultants that they can use drones in order to present their cases in a better format to the client. So we have a huge overlap with the industry, governmental agencies, but also with academia, and more specific with students in different levels, starting from undergrads, going to the graduate level, but also for professors that they want to enhance their skills in data visualization and data analysis.
Thank you, Dr. Stratis, for taking the time today and letting us know about the program that you will be instructing at the Desert Studies Center.
Thank you so much for having me here. It has been a pleasure, and I'm looking forward to see all of you there.